gentlemen, from last year's playoff, the Michigan Wolverines taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Spartans offense will have the football first. The Wolverines often look at this rivalry as their birthright to win, and boy, did they put the hammer down in a blowout last year.
Yeah, and you heard a lot of hail to the victors, and you heard a lot about little brother, and a lot of shots throughout this last year about how Michigan is the program in the state. They are the brand, and Michigan State has heard that holler a ton.
And that's just been a narrative that we've heard throughout the years, too. And it's something that people love talking about in Ann Arbor is that they are the dominant team. And it's not even close in this in-state rival. Michigan State's got to do something to flip the script. If they want their program to reach the consistency that Michigan has, they've got to recruit better. And a big way in doing that is winning this game.
Got his man down the middle. They got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you...
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going, too.
Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Guys, these two have been showing contempt and disdain for each other for more than a century. First meeting back in 1898.
Yeah, and my goodness, you think about all the years, all the plays. You think about Mike Hart a few years ago. What was he talking about? Little brother. That stung Michigan State so bad. The hatred for each other is what makes this game so fun to follow every single year.
And I always feel in this game specifically between Michigan and Michigan State, it's the big-time players and the Heisman candidates that have always stepped up and made big plays. So I can't wait to see what the best players in this game are ready to do.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Nestled just inside that right upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy.
So Michigan's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Dropping back, it's Griffin. Just couldn't quite stay in bounds while making that grab. It's incomplete. Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends hanging the decibel meter on third down. And the defense got him at the 27. The Wolverines will punt it away on fourth down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Pulls it, fired, complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Paul Bunyan, a huge part of trophies in the Big Ten. He's got an axe. He's got this trophy for the Spartans and the Wolverines. Where do you guys rank this trophy?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, there's so many trophy games, I feel like, in the Big Ten, David. This game, obviously, it always has Big Ten implications, national championship implications. I will be honest, Paul Bunyan trophy gives me the heebie-jeebies a little bit.
You don't like it, it just kind of gives you the heebie-jeebies. I hear you, but how about Reese throwing a ranking on us? Rank the trophies? Reese, what are we doing here? We're not ranking trophies. Huge rivalry game, a lot of emotions. We're not talking about ranking trophies.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. They'll line up for a second down play. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Quickly out to the tight end. There he goes. Jumped on top of the pile.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Man, what a break on the football. He read that the whole way. He just couldn't finish it. You know he saw the end zone. He saw the grass in front of him to break on that and maybe take it to the house, but just a missed opportunity.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun. Give on the inside. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. You put on that winged helmet, and the one thing you want to do is establish the running game.
No matter who the coach is, no matter who the players are, it's a tradition. It's physicality. That's how they built this brand at Michigan. And I think no matter who's there, it's going to be how they continue to build on that tradition.
Back to pass, it's Griffin. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Wolverines. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They'll try the right side. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Gets it out fast. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Running on the Jets. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Michigan State. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So here comes the Michigan offense. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. Handoff from the gun. Got the first down and more. Turns it on in midfield. Oh, a lot of space. He's at the 10. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Spartans will punt this one away. This will be a 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. He gets a block. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They're off to a really strong start and operating with a 14-10 lead. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Griffin. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Here's the handoff. Breaks into the open. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. after the break, they'll go back to work. Right back to the well. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. And the Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. The option look. Now the toss. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown, at least for now. The Wolverines will try to punch it in on first and goal. Trying to march in. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. Defense going all in to stop the run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Trying to pound it in. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had zero problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Pressure coming. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wide receiver going in motion. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. He went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That's caught. It's Durham. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. And the Spartans will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one.
Well, good decision there by the QB. A little zone read action. He reads the defensive end, crashing down, keeps it himself, gets a nice chunk of yards.
And when you do that, you just sort of get the drive going or keep it going, as the case may be.
It's amazing in college football now how big of a part of each offense the zone reading becomes. We're seeing more and more athletic quarterbacks on rosters now. That is a staple of this sport.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll give it to him again. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Wolverines will have it first and 10. Running back searching for a hole.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Scanning the field, it's Griffin. Under fire. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Lets it go. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. Looking downfield on first down. Here's a heat. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Powers through the defender. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain its 4th down. And the Spartans will line up to punt it away. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. With the catch, it's good. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. The give to the back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. Handoff to the lone back.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Quickly to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. The Wolverines are facing 3rd and inches. On the option. The pitch. Oh, better look out. Turning it on. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And here's a fumble way behind the line. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. He's going to take off. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air, it's Griffin. Made a defender miss. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Wolverines trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he is sacked as the defense adds a little emphasis to wrap up this first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much to break down from a spirited first half between Michigan and Michigan State with the Paul Bunyan Trophy at stake. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Michigan State plays out.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Clements. And it's a 1st down, they'll mark it at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll pull it down. Still on his feet at the 45. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. To the air, it's Griffin. Oh, they're after him. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. He's got him. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends hanging the decibel meter on 3rd down. Quarterback on the keeper. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Rush is on him. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with results of the play. Here on third down for this offense. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Finds a man on the right. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on first down. That's caught. It's Durham. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. So here comes the Michigan offense. Gonna run it. It's Kennedy.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen. And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense. Great job by the quarterback, the running back, and the offensive line, really selling pass. That's step one. If you're going to run an effective draw, it's got to look like pass, and then boom, you sneak it right to the running back, gets a big gain, and gets a first down.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The lone back's got it. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Dropping back, it's Griffin. Trying to escape and get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On 3rd down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the first down.
Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This crowd knows when to bring it. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing do.
Oh, he's got some space. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. The 20. He's at the 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Michigan. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the middle. He's got it. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Corners are going to bail. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans! Quick strike through the air for the score. How about this? These guys are going for 2. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Just ran him over. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Might as well give it to him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, running back on the move. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Wolverines really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. The give to the tailback. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. They'll run it to the right side. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. 4th down coming. And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. And the ball comes to rest right there.
It's a great punt. Obviously, he gives himself time to let his guys get down the field, get in position. Remember, don't let that thing cross the goal line. Try to keep it inside the 10. Nice job.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Motion from the wide receiver. Leaves it with the running back. He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Now on the return. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Running to Green. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. They'll move the tight end. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 for the first down. And the Wolverines are rolling down the field. The give from the gun. Breaks the tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from 1, but not much doing on that one. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try to pop the draw. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the stomping has commenced. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. The Wolverines have a nice little cushion in that Paul Bunyan trophy almost within their grasp.
Sparty can't quit, though. This game means too much. In the rivalry, in the conference play, in recruiting, Sparty now has to dig deep, and they've got to fight back. Just takes one play there.
Yeah, and these guys are a bunch of underdog guys, right? These guys are the ones that are talked about in this rivalry as inferior to Michigan.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Give to the running back. Nice move there. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing